Hi everyone and welcome to All About You, a program designed with all of you in mind. Today is a continuation of last week's program when we started talking about friendship. So it's good to have friendships, it's good to have people around us that will help us grow, develop, and even become a better person. So even if we want to invest on good kinds of friendships, our very first advice to all of you was to let go of the bad ones, the toxic ones. If you'd like to watch last week's program, you can click on the link and then you can come back to us now to invest on the good kind of friendships. So, in order for you to invest, in order for you to have a good kind of friendship, to have friends that really count in your life, they're really a plus to you. How can you do that? Our very first advice for you today is for you to become a friend. In order for you to have a friend, you need to understand what it means to be a friend to someone else. And how can you do that? And I'm going to start with you, Kim.
Yes.
How can they be a friend to someone?
Well, I think the key is firstly being sincere. A friend is real, down to earth. They speak the truth, but also with balance as well, because a friend will never lie to you. Like if they see you're going through the wrong path or you're going to make a wrong decision, or especially if something's wrong with your hair or your teeth as well, a friend will tell you, look, you have that, but they have a way on how to address the points. They're sincere, they're real, but they're not harsh in their sincerity, but they do tell you the truth. I don't know if you agree with that,
Yes,
Gracie.
I definitely agree with that. When we are
Thank God for these
sincere,
friends.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank God for them.
They are caring. They
Yeah.
care enough to tell you the truth, to help you, to tell you that something that needs to be improved. But they have a way of saying it. They have the timing. They know the perfect time because they know you, so they will know the right time to talk to you, the right tone, the right level. And I think everything combined, they respect in the way they speak as well.
Yeah.
So sincerity, but with balance, not
Very
to
important.
put down, not to destroy your
Yeah.
friend. Familiarity can bring this thing of saying whatever comes to your mind, which is completely not allowed. It's not, you don't have allowances just because you're familiar with someone. So you think, I can speak whatever, however, because she will get it. She's my friend, she has to get it.
Yes,
No.
and a good tip for
No,
that.
no.
Yeah, it's true. So a good tip for you to do that, instead of just saying, "Oh, this is wrong about you," or "You said this is not nice," it's good always to come together with an advice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, oh, you spoke like this, but what if you speak like that? What if you do it like this? Oh, I think it would look nicer like that. What if we do this together?
Yeah.
So they always
Yes.
bring also a solution or a way out. It's not just, as you said, to put them down, but always bringing something that, will help them build up their lives and become better.
It's
Yeah.
true.
And change for the best, isn't it? So
Yeah.
another thing that I find really important, it's about time. And time is so precious nowadays. I
Yes.
can't emphasize enough of how important, how precious time it is today. People are always so busy. They have so much on their plate. They are doing so many things. And sometimes just, to stop for 5 minutes, for instance, to listen to someone, to give your time to listen. Sometimes just to listen. It can mean so much to people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes a difference. You're gonna say something.
No, go on.
Giving me time.
Yes.
But yes, time makes a difference, even if it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because we're all busy. We have many things. We have work. Some you're in university. You have your family, your husband. But taking that time just to listen to your friend, because a good friend, they don't just look at themselves and come to that other friend offloading their problems, but they take time as well to listen to their other friend, to see how was your day, your difficulties, whatever you're going through. They really take that time to listen, to go out as well, going for a walk in the park. It really makes a difference.
It does. And sometimes you expect the other person to make time for you. When we want to be a friend, we look just for ourselves. We look at ourselves. We don't look at the other
Yeah.
person. So if she doesn't make the time, it doesn't mean you don't have to make the time. Many times I thought like that. Oh, I made time for a friend. I stopped to go for a coffee and so on, and she never has the time to come and do the same for me. And that somehow made me stop doing what was good for
Yeah.
others. So I realized, no, I'm not gonna allow, if they can't make it, if they can't make the time to invest in the friendship, regardless, I will be the friend that will make the time. I will walk the distance. I'll make the effort to invest in this friendship, right?
Yes, it's true.
We have to. It has to start from someone. Someone has to start. Someone has to start investing. Someone has to be, because if you keep on waiting for the other person to make the time, sometimes just by acting like this, by giving from yourself, you even would stir something in the person. Like, no, let me give something as well. Let me make the effort as well. This person made such an effort, so let me go there as well. Let me so we start, so we kind of trigger something there. A friend is also caring. For example, if you see that the person is looking a certain way, even if you're not this person, someone is not a close friend to you, but how can you be a friend to someone sometimes whom you don't even know? You can be a friend even to people whom you don't even know. And how can you do that? You're passing by someone, you notice that they are sad, you notice that they are a bit lonely, there's nobody around, they're always there by themselves, sometimes they are so shy. It crosses your mind. And it also goes along with the time, because sometimes you have so many things to do and you pass by this person, you see that this person is, they need some. I know I don't have time right now, but 1 minute, 2 minutes that you make to sit down and how are you, to give them a word, isn't it? To make them feel good. It makes already a big difference
really
for
makes
them.
Yeah, but you can only do that if you are aware of your surroundings, if you are paying attention on other people's needs rather than your own needs, rather than your own world. Sometimes you can be caught up so much busy in your own life that you just don't look around. You don't
kind of
see
blank
other
out
needs.
everyone's need and just focus on yourself and
In what you need rather than what they need, right?
And you see, when we are focusing too much on our needs, on having a friend, that's why we said it has to start from you. Because when you keep on focusing on yourself, on your own needs, what is going to happen? You're going to start also being too demanding from people. You start being demanding, you start having high expectations, you want them to be always there for you. That's when you're not understanding anymore about their time, isn't it? That they have a life. Sometimes they wish they were there, they had more time, because this happens to us as well. We are talking about making time, but it might happen that we won't be able to call or to stay longer, right, with them. We won't be able to as much as we would like to. So nobody would feel nice, would feel good, about someone coming and looking at you with that face. You were not there for me. Where have you been? I was there for you and when I need you. So nobody likes that, isn't it? It really puts us down, puts us off.
When someone is needy. And when you are needy, you cling to that person all the time. And sometimes you cross your line because the person may not have the time. You might be disturbing somehow. So you've got to know what's your friend's schedule, what's your friend's commitments, more or less. So you work around that.
Exactly.
Right?
You have to be careful not to be suffocated.
Suffocating.
you're always clinging.
Always
When are you gonna go out with me? When are you gonna do this with me? But we need to understand that friend is either busy or they're going through a problem. And if you were kind of understanding and you make time, you're going to get to see, hold on a second, my friend is going through a situation because she's not herself. So you then see, no, my friend needs me. But when you're so clingy and so needy, you're like, oh, come, let's do this together. Oh, why is she not calling me? I'm the one that calls her. I'm the one that always, plans everything and she never shows up. So you become so, how can I put it, like like a
Stinky.
lice. Like you just latch onto the person and you become
chewing gum in the hair.
Exactly. And you don't want to have that. No friend wants someone who is so on them.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, and
you
a-
need space a little bit.
And
Yeah.
a friend is also they always find ways to put themselves in people's shoes. Like, okay, let me put myself in her shoes here. Sometimes a friend, passes by. Sometimes they don't see you. Oh, she didn't talk to me. She didn't give me good morning. She didn't see me. But perhaps the person had so much on their mind that indeed, honestly speaking, they didn't see them. So, they really makes us feel bad. So a real friend don't do that to people. They become more understanding. And you see that all those things that involve like not being needy, all those things that we spoke about of being understanding
And
towards
not,
people.
as well, not being jealous, right?
Yeah.
When your friend has other friends, you allow her to mingle, to have other people in her life. You don't want her
Yes.
all to yourself.
Exactly. Again, we go back to suffocating friends.
Yes, suffocating is true.
So a real friend cannot suffocate. Don't
let it
suffocate.
go, right?
Give them space. It's important for them to have that space. So all those things that we spoke about, not being needy, not expecting too much from people, how can we achieve that? Because nowadays people are so clingy. They want to have someone all the time, to be texting with this person all the time, to be calling them all the time. They need. And if they don't have, they feel depressed. I don't have a friend. I am a loner. If the person is not there for you, if the person fails them, this is it. It lets them devastated, isn't it? They felt so frustrated, so sad. Some people get depressed, even suicidal, because the friend that they put so much into, they were clinging so much into, they fail them. So how can we overcome them? How can you be this kind of friend that's not going to be so suffocating, so needy, so desperately in need of people? The only way is for you to have God as your first friend, as the friend of your life. The moment that you decide to make God your friend, and not only have God as God up there on heaven, and I'm here, I'm a servant, I'm just human. No, we can have God as a friend. In the same way that we can invest on friendships with people by making the time, by considering them, by talking to them, investing on conversation. So the same way we should do with God. We should invest talking to Him when you feel alone, when you feel, the moments that you feel the need of talking to someone, you're feeling sad, you're feeling down. You can actually go to Him first. You can actually start investing on spending time with Him. And that's when little by little, all the needs, all the things that you have inside of you, that you have, all that effort, all that strength that you're putting to people, and trying to suck from people, then you're going to receive from God. It's not wrong for us to have friends. On the opposite, it's so nice for us to have people that we can talk to, people that we can share experience with, but we cannot depend. We cannot put all our strength, our everything into people, because people fail. People have mistakes. People, sooner or later, they can fail us. But God can never fail, isn't it?
Exactly, and it's just going back to the understanding as well. Understanding that as humans, we don't tend to, but it's in our nature to fail someone. Like, for example, we made a promise and we broke that promise with that person. So it's coming back to the understanding that I can't put my all, my trust in this person, because not that the person would disappoint me. It's not to get into a friendship and say, okay, you're going to disappoint me, so let me tread carefully. No, but, still be friends with that person, but always understanding that we're humans and our tendency is to fail someone, and to know that we can only put our trust in God, share our secrets with God, our deepest moment, because there's so little that a friend can do, because you have that best friend, they call it BFF, best friend, that you tell everything, and they encourage you, they advise you, but they can't meet your need as
They're
you want.
limited.
Exactly, very limited.
It's not enough. Having someone in your life doesn't mean they'll be everything. They are not enough. Whatever they advise you, whatever they tell you, it's beyond what you have with God. When you go, when you run to God and you tell Him everything. Okay, it's just so easy to go to a friend because she's right next to you. You can just, she's a phone call away. You can call her and cry and tell her all about it. But why don't you do that first with God? Right?
People
So-
have a hard time to do that, isn't
Yes.
it, with God? I think there's that mentality, God is up there, and then no, this friend is here for me. No, God wants to be our friend. He wants to be there. He listens to us. And even when people they disappoint us, He's the one who comforts us. When people even leave us, when there's nobody around, because there are so many cases of this, isn't it? That people disappoint us and we are left alone, especially in the hardest moments that we face in life. Many people are left alone. And then, what is going to happen to you if you rely only on people's friendship? Only. They are the only friends you have. What if something happened, and then who's going to get your back if you don't have God as your friend? If you don't invest in your friendship with God? If you don't make time to listen to Him? Even, the Word of God, it's Him talking to you, making time to read as well, so you can listen to His voice, His advice, even direction, because He guides us. He shows us where to go, what to do. But if you keep on relying so much into people, then we are going to fail. We're going
And
to feel down.
these are the people we want to stick close with, people who are strong. And your friends, we want to be closer with you. When you are stronger in your faith, when you depend on God, they will look at you and say, wow, this is the friend I want to stick close with, because she is independent, she's mature in her faith, she's strong. And this is being a friend to your friend. When you are strong in your faith, when you depend on God, you are being a friend to your friend. You are showing her, look, we have this amazing bond between us, but my first bond, your first bond should be with God. So she kind of helps you to strengthen this bond you have with God. And when you go to Him, you resolve yourself within yourself. When you are sorted, you go to your friend and share experiences with God, with your friend, and you are actually blessing her
Exactly.
with your
Instead of being needy,
experiences.
expecting to receive,
Exactly.
you have what you give. You actually have what you give. Why? Because you are seeking it from the source, from the friends, the first one that we should have in your life. This is something that's, there's no way, there's no one that can replace Him. There's no one that can do better than Him. And you should start from now on investing on this kind of friendship. You're going to see that your life will never be the same again. This is our advice to all of you, and I know it's going to make a huge difference in your life. So from now on, when you start feeling lonely, then you know where and who to turn to. But now, before we finish our program, just one thing we want to add here, just for you to find and reach a balance, is that many people, they say, I have God as my friend, He's my everything. If I need anything, I'll turn to Him. Just something here to add to help you reach a balance. Even though, yes, we have God, we don't depend on anybody, but that doesn't mean you're going to be a loner. Because God has given you so much, not for you to keep it within. It's like Grazi was saying just now, you're going to receive so you can share, you can give, you can help, you can be a friend, even as we spoke before, to people that you don't even know. You have so much to give that it would be selfish of you to not to share with other people. All right, so it's very important for you to be open, to invest on other people, not just because you have God, you don't need anybody, you're going to be alone, okay? And of course, if you need to talk to someone, if you need an advice, even though sometimes you speak to God, you let Him know how you feel, you are there searching for His answer there in the Word of God. But it's important for you to have people as mentors as well, a mentor that can help you, find the right path to guide you through. So look for people that can actually help. In the UCKG, we have the assistants, we have the pastors' wives, we have the pastors that are there to support you in your journey with God, and you'll be more than happy to help you as well. Even if you have a question, you need advice from any of us, you can even submit your questions, your request to godlywooduk@uckg.org, and you're going to be more than happy to answer you, to reply to you. Okay, so thank you so much for being with us. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you here next week with another topic. Bye bye, ladies. Take care.
Bye.